Alrighty, time for the boss. Let's see, yeah. Just trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. So, yeah, just like the old one, Metalhead really isn't challenging at all. He was actually one of the bosses that they gave a skill point for. So if you get a perfect on him, yeah, you get a skill point. It's just like Ripto's Rage. Just fight him without taking any damage, which I probably will do, because I rush. But, yeah, just defeat him without taking any damage and you will get a skill point. And, you know, like I said, there's really nothing wrong with what they did with this remake. It's just, one of the things I was disappointed by was that you don't really get much of a reaction from these little, I call them bucket heads, these little bucket head, banana boys. They're just called armored banana boys. But it looks like they have buckets on their heads, so, like, you know, that's what I call them. And they don't have much of a reaction. I mean, yeah, they'll let out kind of an oof sound, I guess. But the sound that they used to make, it was the same sound as the guys in the little turret things in Terrace Village that shock you. It's kind of a, you know, BAM sound. At least that's how it sounded to me. But yeah, it was the same exact sound, and I found it so hilarious because these things, it made them sound human, right? I think they're supposed to be apes. I honestly don't know if they are supposed to be apes in the old one, because that's how I always took it. But I heard people saying that they thought they were people. I don't think they look like people, even in the old one, but, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah, their faces look kind of weird. But they had tails. At least Strong Arm did. So, you know, I didn't get human out of them. I mostly got monkey or ape. But yeah, because these things are, you know, they're basically animals, it just made me laugh that, you know, this human-like BAM sound was coming out of them. It just sounded like a gruff man saying, BAM! At least that's how I always took it. So I thought it was so hilarious. And they didn't do that here, but, you know, whatever.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
So yeah, as that dragon put it, we are not touching Metalhead at all. We just do this. And it hurts for some reason. Because he just dies. Also, he throws enemies at you. So be careful. And if you're like me and you're impatient, you probably like to run ahead of him. I'm not risking it now because I do want to try and get the skill point. Whoa! And sometimes you can get him to destroy it for you. Because he's dumb. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. I'm taking too long. Yes. I'm always rushing, so I hardly get this skill point. Yes, I'm impatient, people. So when I do the speed run, yeah, I'm most definitely gonna get hit. Now, one thing that, yeah, this is very odd, but I don't know. It's just something that stuck with me. When this game was announced, I was watching a lot of old footage of some demos of this game, of the whole trilogy, and I did find a playthrough of a beta that actually had every stage developed, just not fully developed, of course, because, you know, it was a beta, right? A lot of the tracks hadn't even been written, but quite a few had. Um, since a lot of the tracks weren't composed yet, Stone Hill and Artisan's Home, those were the tracks that you pretty much heard on a lot of the later stages. And one thing that I noticed about that beta was that it basically looked like this. It looked like an unfinished version of this, but with more enemies. So for me, it was like Spyro 1 hard version. And one of the reasons for that was because that area right there, just before the vortex, there was actually a banana boy standing behind it, and he's just like the one in Treetops that's hiding behind the pillar. Yeah, there's a little spot where you see a banana boy, and there's one hiding behind the pillar, and he just flings himself right in front of you, right in front of the banana boy. He's in between you and the banana boy. So suddenly you're faced with two of them. There was another banana boy in the beta version that was right next to the vortex in the Meadowhead stage. And when I saw that, I would play the old game, and even this game, and for some reason, I would just expect that again.
So many dragons have been rescued. Jump in the balloon, and I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world. Are you ready to go?
I don't know why I expected to see that guy. Paranoid. I was a paranoid player, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's weird, I know. But I think when I first saw it, I just thought it was so hilarious. Like, they put so many enemies here. I can show you another example of that when I get to Dreamweaver's world. Because, yeah, I do remember I think at least a couple monks that were supposed to be here that aren't in the finished version. And, yeah, they are called monks. If you've never seen the names of these things, yeah, that's what they're called. You wouldn't think that, would you? Now, since, this is the remake, I want to think maybe they gave them new names. I'm not sure. But, yeah, in the old one, these things are called monks. So, specifically, I don't really remember what the armored one is called. Slap Happy Monk or something. Because they slap you. Like that. Just like the ladies. Just like the fat ladies from Peacekeepers. Only these guys do damage. And these things are called Carrot Top Monks. And the only reason I remember that is because I just thought it was so weird. Like, to this day, I think it sounds kind of weird. Carrot Top, okay. Whatever.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
I kind of wish they put something in between his hands there, just to drive that point home. But, yeah, this world, this is actually one of my favorite, remixes. I really do like this track. And the sound that these guys used to make, it was so weird. It was hilarious. They look like they're, like, I don't know, having a seizure or something. I don't know. But this area right here, that beta, it actually had one of the Carrot Top monks in it. And you'll see 3 monks right there. I think there was a 4th one as well. So, no joke, that beta was literally just this game, but harder. And with tracks that just sounded out of place. I am so angry that YouTube basically just wiped out a lot of the... Because, I get it. Like, people used YouTube's editing features for their videos, right? So they would post corrections in the videos. But now, those are all gone. And there was something that the player put in that I thought was very interesting. It wasn't corrections, but oh crap! It was just debates over the tracks, over certain tracks, right? And one thing that I found interesting was that they had the Dark Passage track. Not Dark Passage, Dark Hollow. Dark Hollow was used in place of the... It was a placeholder for the Ice Cavern stage, and I thought it was actually very fitting. I do love the Ice Cavern music, but, I don't know, like, Dark Hollow seemed to capture the mood a little more for me. I guess because Dark Hollow and Ice Cavern are both very dark stages. Ice Cavern seems a little more, I don't know, ominous, I guess? That's probably not even a good word for a track like that. But yeah, you're in a cave. You're in a dark ice cave. Like, I felt Dark Hollow was more fitting.